jerk, we got the potion. They see the push and leave they circles open. I'm rejecting, it might leave my back broken. Now tell me if you could jerk in slow motion. Like, you know that my twin sick. I'm sure you see my whole squad with them clean whips. Now watch the team dip. You see the clean kicks trying to jerk like me, I guarantee you'll leave your team drip. Pause, drop, go. Stop, I let my chain bang, chain swing, go. Watch girls tell me when I jerk, I look so hot, cause I be jerking like I'm trying to make the boat drop. We killing the game and we hurt in the streets. They say to push on fire, we work in the heat. So if you trying to do the dance, work with your feet. Rock slow, drop low, and jerk to the beat. Okay, hi, I'm him. Hair hanging right up under my brim. We are them guys not concerned about them. Yes, sir, it's time to jerk with them lights real dim. Yeah, and all you other dudes keep it on mute. I'll pose for the camera, I'ma let them get a view. The ladies always love it when I'm doing what I do. They be saying,
I'm saying you jerk so cute.
Yeah, I just say thanks in my chain, try to grab it. Wanna copy the jerk? Go ahead, you can have it. Dollar rock and be nice, yeah, we ain't really bragging. But stunting is just natural, jerking is the habit. Yeah, I'm the reason the chick make you order purse.